Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I took my client from this to this, keep watching. This is my sweet client, Miss Deborah, and I actually did a video of her called Press and Curl a while back. I'll have the link to that in my description. So Miss Deborah usually just gets a press and curl, but I told her, I'm noticing some breakage in the back and we haven't been able to find out the source of it. So let's do a protective style just to give your hair a break until we can figure it out. I have been trying to get Miss Deborah to get a protective style for the longest time. She finally said yes because her daughter is having a birthday party in Jamaica. And I said, this is the perfect time to try it. This is the time where it's going to be, weather might be humid, and you don't want to deal with your hair, frizzing up or floofing up. So let's do a quick weave. And the years that I've done her hair, which has been, I think 3 years now, she has been one of my steady clients. She gets the same thing every time. But this time she said, okay, I'll try it. So y'all know I was super excited, super hyped. So here you see me, I shampooed her. I'm just going in to blow dry it because I've learned with my quick weaves, I actually like to do a braid down first. They don't have to be super tight. They can just be, enough to where the hair is contained. I do leave some leave out for her here around her edges, not in the back, just the sides and the top. One thing I would say though is I know how to do a circle quick weave in the top. And I think if she does want to do this again, I would do that instead of leaving out that much hair. I left the hair out because I wanted her to feel comfortable with the look and not for her not to feel like it looks wiggy. But I could have left out way less hair and just done a circle at the top, still had a little bit of her hairline out so it looked natural. But hey, no regrets, right? So as we continue on, I'm going to go ahead and continue braiding her hair. That back was so interesting to grip, especially with my little nails. They're not even long, but I struggled a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I had to add hair and do the best that I could, but the key was just to contain it. It's not braids that she's wearing in a style. It was just for me to contain her hair. So here's the finished braid down. Like I said, very simple, very neat, straight back, because why? The cap is going on next. But first, I'm going to oil her scalp with some Cecily's Organics because listen, we're not putting quick weaves in and scalp is not healthy up under there, okay? So now we're going in with some Hair Shield by Kiss. I like to put mine in a bowl and then use a brush to put it on. It's just neater that way. I cut out her little ear holes, and that just helps the cap to lay as flat as possible to the head. Next, I apply a generous amount of the protective shield, and I actually go over it a couple of times because I want to make sure it soaks into the hair. The reason being is it actually, when you rinse this hair or when you go to take your quick weave out, it actually comes off in one big piece, almost like a wig. You rinse it and it just really slides right off. So I love that. So I use, a couple of layers and pop them under the dryer for a bit and then we're good to go. So she sat under the dryer for about 30 minutes and halfway through I did spray with Gots to Be glue spray just to make sure everything was solidified and nice and hard. For her quick weave, I got her an 8-inch and a 10-inch because I wanted her sides to hang a little bit longer and I wasn't quite sure if the 8-inch would do it. So you'll see here, I'm starting with that 8-inch in the back. And then once I get to those sides, then I'll go up to that 10-inch just in case, just so it'll hang a little bit. But honestly, I actually think I could have done 8-inch all the way because, she doesn't like a whole lot of long hair. So I cut a lot of those inches off anyway. A couple of things I want to note here. First, I'm not using a whole lot of hair and I'm not putting these tracks super close together. She's a newbie at getting a quick weave, so I want her to enjoy it and not to be too thick on her head. I probably used maybe a bag and a half. Not quite even a half. So here I've gotten to the top and I'm thinning this track out. And how you do that is you find where the tracks meet, you separate it with a razor, or these are my good shears because I didn't have any razors with me. And I'm just literally slicing downwards. And if you get it just right, it will slice straight down the middle. Sometimes I'll have it where it's heavier on one side or I'll cut the track in half on accident. But this one, it actually worked out perfectly. So I take that thinned out piece, I measure what I need to measure, and I go ahead and continue on with her service. Now comes the fun part. I love it. Now we get to cut. And I'm the visionary of this conquest. So all I know is I know she doesn't want long hair, but she gave me the option to do whatever I wanted to do. So I pulled that clipper out and I said, okay, let's go ahead and let's just start with some clean lines, and then we'll go in and layer it and do what we need to do as we go. But I just kind of wanted to feel what I needed to feel from this haircut. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to feel it. Listen here. So I'm showing her and I'm like, okay, I'm going to curl it tight. So it's not going to be this long on you, but do you want to leave it or you want me to go a little bit more? Because I did cut layers, but my daughter called, so it didn't show the layers that I cut. But you can see how it looks. And she said, no, I love it. So, oh, she did actually have me cut her bang a little bit shorter, which I did do. And then the rest of it, though, she was good with. So I'm going in with my pressing comb. And here I'm looking at that last track I did before I thinned it. And I said, man, I should have thinned that one as well. But God is good. It's going to work out. Okay, so I know the young girlies like to use really heavy waxes before they press their leave out. Me, not so much. I'm more of a hairspray kind of girl. Hairspray can be combed out. It can even be with a really dry, damp cloth. It can be wiped out. But grease, once grease goes and travels down into your weave or your hair, it cannot be. You have to actually shampoo that out. So I go really, really light when I do use like a wax for flyaways. I do not just use a stick and just rub it on the head. I actually put a little bit of Murray's in my hand, and I mean a very tiny bit. I rub it together and I just barely touch so that I can make sure that their hair stays fresh, looking longer. You know, that grease will have it looking old within like 3 days. But if you want to keep that body and that bounce, a good hairspray would be just fine. Little tiny bit of wax, very good hairspray, and keep it moving. So here I'm using good old faithful Pump It Up just to layer edges. I love doing that. Like I said, instead of like edge controller or any type of wax or gel, it's just a cleaner look for me. And once I get her sprayed, then I'm going to use a little bit of black tint just to kind of blend that area in. I'm not one that likes to spray it till there's like this perfectly straight line, because that's not how our hair is anyway. So I spray her, but I don't go crazy. I want that part to look natural. When I went to pick the hair up for her, I was really looking for a body wave because I love it. It has like a little bit of curl already to it. So because I had to use straight, I like to go in, and especially if somebody's getting curls, I'll go in and spray their entire head, and I'll still spray each section that I part. But I spray it just so it can have that tack, that it won't just be so straight. It's just falling out everywhere. You know, when I clip it up, it stays where I put it. And also it just helps with the hold of the style. So I am giving her a version of the tight curls that I know she likes, but not so tight that it's going to be grandma. See, I want her to have a little bit of sass, you know? She is a grandma, but I want her to be a little sassy. So I'm giving her soft curls, but I'm trying to give her more of like a wavy curl, as opposed to just, like I said, the grandma curl. So I'm curling those side pieces all in the same direction. And voila, we are done. I use a little bit of oil, mainly for the top of her hair. The weave is already going to be shiny, but I just wanted to shine her up at the top. And then I like to comb through it with a wide, small tooth comb first. And then I go in with my big feather comb, and the magic begins to happen. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Listen, Miss Deborah's first quick weave, and look at her face. She was so happy, and she was shocked, and I'm just grateful that she loved it. She's very quiet. She's one of my quietest clients. Like, we can go the whole time without talking, and I like to respect people if they don't want to talk, it's okay. But she's really just a sweet woman, God-fearing woman, and she loved her hair. I'm grateful she let me try something new on her, and actually she just looks like she's radiant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.